Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I am excited to talk about a secret layer for once. This is probably the only secret layer I've ever been excited about and happy and ready, willing, and able to talk about. I even had fun making the thumbnail. We are getting secret layer cards from LORWYN. It is an entirely LORWYN themed secret layer. LORWYN is one of the best sets in Magic the Gathering history. I bought a ton of this when I was a young lad. I still have a lot of my LORWYN collection and LORWYN cards. I have a LORWYN Tribal Treefolk deck, a LORWYN Goblins deck, a LORWYN Kithkin deck. Still working on that LORWYN Merfolk deck. I just love LORWYN, Morningtide, Shadowmoor, Eventide, that whole chunk of sets. They weren't really quite 3 set blocks. They were 2 set blocks. LORWYN, Morningtide, uh, what was it, Shadowmoor and Eventide. I can't remember all of them, but LORWYN and Morningtide were my jam, and I'm happy to see these come back and be represented. Uh, so the secret layer, what we do know, it's showcasing a cycle of an 18-year-old cycle of cards. It is by the artists. It is called the LORWYN Lightboxes Secret Layer. It is featuring the style of art that are, what do they call it? Paper cut designs by an artist I've never heard of called Harry and Deepty. Um, I'll put a link in the description. Their art, their Black Book gallery. You can take a look if you want. So it's hand paper cut art they do. This style of art is made to reflect that aesthetic. And we can just go ahead and get right into the cards. Leading off on the list, we have Wanderwine Hub. This one's really interesting. It's your blue-white card. So all these lands are tribal. When it enters, reveal a merfolk from your hand. If you don't, this enters the battlefield tapped. So with changelings or merfolk abundant, this is pretty easy to do. Needless to say, all these cards make great commander cards, and the art here looks pretty good. Moving on, we've got Secluded Glen. This is your fairy card. ETB, reveal fairy. If you can't, ETB tapped. Uh, and beautiful art, very fairy, very on point. Next on the list, Gilt Leaf Palace. Here's your green and black elves from LORWYN. You know how this works. Same drill. And this one's just beautiful. This is probably my favorite, Auntie's Hovel. So what's interesting here, Mad Auntie, the actually Auntie character from LORWYN. Every other card is all like gross and uninterested in her kids. They're just kind of like wacky looking goblins. Here she actually looks like a caring and nurturing mother. Not that she isn't. I guess not mother or an aunt, or she could be a mother and an aunt. That doesn't matter. I'm going on a tangent. Uh, the goblins from this set were Rakdos colors, black, mono red, multicolor. Auntie herself was multicolored. Uh, this is definitely my favorite. Who doesn't love this art? And worth noting, a lot of these didn't get a ton of reprints. A lot of them were reprinted in commander decks and elsewhere, but not a whole lot besides there. So a lot of these hold okay value, and having value, especially for 18-year-old cards, is awesome. And last on the list for this is Ancient Amphitheater. This art, I find it kind of weak. Just looks like watercolor to me. I'm not really getting the paper cut aesthetic. Uh, its tribe is giants, red, white, giants. There is one card that is a tribal land that is not getting reprinted in this secret layer. Secret layers are usually 5 cards, so I get why. That card in question is Murmuring Bosk, pictured here. It is a tribal land, but it's also a pain land. It's different than all the others. I do understand why this wasn't included. It's just worth noting the art is by the legendary John Avon, and it is every bit of John Avon. Uh, so reveal a merfolk, if not, comes into play tapped. It adds green, white, and black. It's like a tri-land. It's a proto triome in a way, except a pain triome, I guess. And this one was in Morningtide, not LORWYN. But still, it would have been interesting if they included an extra card. Maybe, who knows? Maybe this will be the bonus card. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and guess this is going to be the bonus card. I think this is beautiful. These are all beautiful. I can't wait for we are returning to LORWYN, I believe, later this year. Or no, I think they pushed that back into 2026. I do have more videos coming on the LORWYN, Return to LORWYN, whatever they're going to call it. Wonder how LORWYN is now with after the Phyrexian invasion, after the Sun Moon cycle. 'Cause the way LORWYN works is they go through a cycle where it becomes LORWYN becomes Shadowmoor, where everybody on the plane becomes a darker version of themselves. The Kithkin go from being hobbit-like, halfling creatures to um, or is it hermit-like, jealous, mean, nasty little creatures. The merfolk go from being, helpful creatures to really nasty kind of water monsters. I don't think the elves change very much. I only read the first book, the Lorwyn book that came with the fat packs. That's how old I am. So, yeah, I love everything about this. Are you interested in buying these? I would maybe pick these up, maybe just the non-foil version. It'd be the only secret layer I ever buy, most likely. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of Lorwyn. What's your favorite Lorwyn card? What's your favorite card you're looking forward to seeing in this secret layer? That's it. That's that. That's all I got. I will catch you next time, everyone. Thank you.